Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ben. If you don't know me, I am from England, but I live in Russia and I am a native English language tutor and I help Russian students, Russian speakers improve their English language skills. Now, why am I standing over here? Right now, I am cooking some dinner. I'm cooking some rice and some spicy beans in an eggplant, aubergine sauce. In England we say aubergine, in America people say eggplant, but in Russian this is called baklajannaya ikra, so I guess you could call it some kind of aubergine sauce, an aubergine puree. I'm not sure what the actual term is. Maybe you can let me know in the comment section below. But anyway, I'm not talking about food today. Today I would like to talk about language tutors and what you need to know before you hire a language tutor. Do you need a language tutor? Well, the short answer is actually you do not need a language tutor if you want to learn a language to a high level. You actually don't need a tutor. Now that's strange because I make a living by being a tutor. And here I am saying that you don't need a tutor, but it is really advisable to get a tutor. Now, you can learn a language to a really high level, and many people do learn a foreign language to a high level without any tutor, without any teacher. But that's because people who speak languages really well and who don't have tutors, they are in the environment where they are around that language all the time, or they have access to a lot of content in that language, or they have a friend who helps them speak that language, and yeah, they're lucky people. They have the ability and the time and the resources to learn a foreign language to a high level. But most people don't have a friend who is willing to listen to you speak and practice a foreign language for hundreds and hundreds of hours. So if you do have a friend like that, you're a lucky person. Or if you have a wife who speaks the foreign language that you're learning, that's great. They're definitely going to help you. You probably don't need a tutor if your wife can help you learn the foreign language that you're learning. But for most people, you don't have a wife who can help you learn a foreign language, or you don't have friends who are willing to listen to you speak for hours and hours, and have a friend who will correct your mistakes and tell you exactly what to do in the foreign language. That's why it's a good idea to hire a tutor on your language learning journey. So how should you look at a tutor? A tutor should be looked at in the same way as a physical instructor, a fitness trainer, someone who helps you at the gym. A fitness trainer, they give you the opportunity to work out. They give you the opportunity to practice in front of them, and the personal trainer will guide you. They will give you pointers. They will tell you what's working, what's not working. And even more importantly, a good fitness trainer, a good personal instructor, those are synonyms, I believe. A good fitness trainer will tell you what you need to be eating, what kind of foods you need to be eating in order to get as healthy as possible. Or let's say you are building muscles, then they will tell you exactly what foods you need to be eating, to be consuming in order to get that big muscle. Well, clearly I don't go to the gym. Maybe I should go to the gym, but it's another story. So fitness instructors, they tell you what foods to consume. Well, in the same way as you need to eat a lot of good food in order to build muscle, the same goes for languages. You need to be consuming a lot of good content in your target language. Target language means the language that you're learning. You need to be watching a lot of TV, reading a lot of books, listening to radio stations. You need to be consuming a lot of information. You should never go to the gym and pay a physical instructor if you have not eaten, if you have not been following the correct diet, because then there is no point in going to the gym if you're not going to eat the right foods. The same goes for seeing a language tutor. You should not see a language tutor unless you are willing to consume thousands and thousands of hours of content in the foreign language. There's just no point. It's like going to the gym, being really hungry, and or just eating a lot of bad food, and then you're going to have no muscles after the session. You're going to have no results after the session. So you need to go to a session with a tutor or a lesson with a tutor having read or having consumed a lot of information beforehand. The next thing I want to mention is that a tutor should not be a teacher. What do I mean by a teacher? A teacher is someone who says, here are the grammar rules, and you need to learn all the grammar rules. Now, being a tutor, of course, tutors need to know the grammar rules. I know most of the rules, or most of the grammar rules in the English language, but my job is not to lecture you. My job is to give you the opportunity to practice speaking and to correctly use those grammatical structures that you have learned. We live in the age of the internet. You have access to all the grammar rules. There is no point in paying a language tutor to give you a lecture on grammar. It's just a waste of time and money. You can go on YouTube and you can look at many different grammar rules, or on Google there are many different great resources for learning grammar. A tutor should give you the space to practice speaking, and if you want to improve your writing skills, to improve your writing skills. They should give you the opportunity to write and correct your writing. So a tutor should not be a lecturer. They need to give you that space to speak and to make mistakes. A tutor also needs to be very patient and non-judgmental. You need to be able to speak about a lot of different topics without fear of being judged. Now, if you have an English language lesson with me, or a session, whatever you want to call it, I will listen to you and I will not judge you. You could have any kind of political belief or any kind of religion. I will not care. I will listen to you and I will not judge you. I will happily listen to you for a long time, and you do not have to be scared about making mistakes with me. And this is what you should expect from any tutor, from any good tutor, which you can find on Avito, which is the big website in Russia, or on italki. This is what you should expect from a tutor, someone who's there to listen to you and someone who's not judgmental. Also, in my sessions, if you want to have a session with me, let me know. I have my email in the description of this video. In my sessions, I listen to you and I listen to the mistakes that you make, and I make a report of all the different mistakes and all the new phrases or words that you need to learn. And at the end of the lesson, or the session, if you want to call it a session, I will send you some flashcards with all the different grammatical structures and words and phrases that we learned in the lesson. There are so many words that you need to learn when you are learning a foreign language, and you will forget a lot of the information that you cover in a lesson or a session with a tutor. So I give you flashcards so you can look at the flashcards at a later date, and you can keep track of your progress in a really efficient way by doing that. So if you have a session or a lesson with a tutor, you should ask the tutor to give you a report at the end of the lesson, or some flashcards with the information that you covered in the lesson. So, all right guys, I'm really hungry. I want some dinner. It's time to serve myself some dinner. But before I finish, I want to say that you should come to your tutoring sessions being very motivated. It takes thousands and thousands of hours to learn a foreign language to a very high level. And in order to spend the thousands and thousands of hours with the foreign language, you need to be very motivated. So before you pay a tutor, or before you even start learning a foreign language, you need to be sure as to why you're learning a foreign language, or you need to be so hungry to learn the foreign language that you have the energy to learn the foreign language and to spend the thousands of hours that it takes to do so. So you need to come to the tutoring sessions really hungry, and you need to have thousands and thousands of questions that you want to ask the tutor. If you have a session with me, I will be very happy to answer all sorts of questions that you might have, and I want you to come prepared with many questions. I want you to say, oh, I saw this on TV. Can you say this sentence in this way? Oh, is it correct if I say this? This is what a tutor is there for. We're there to help you with those questions. So, enough speaking. It's time to eat. I'm going to put some beans on my rice. And here I have a little bowl, but this little bowl is not going to be enough. I'm going to be really hungry if I only eat a little bit of beans. So I'm probably going to have a second portion later on. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments section, and use the comments section as a way of practicing your English writing skills. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again in another video, and please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so, and press the like button. It really helps me out. Thank you so much. I will see you next time, and bye for now.